Hello everyone, and welcome to another JavaScript Mastery video. On this channel, I help you encode the skills that last a lifetime. In this video specifically, I will teach you how to build and publish your own NPM package. Isn't that crazy? Also, make sure to stay until the end of the video for a special surprise. So, what is NPM? NPM is a package manager for Node.js. It was created in 2009 as an open source project to help JavaScript developers easily share code in form of packages. Since then, thousands of packages have been published. A nice representation of how many packages there are is this NPM drinking game. The rules are simple. Write an English word in the input, and if it exists in NPM, you must drink. The creator of this package is so sure that there is a package for everything. Let's try searching some random words. You can see I already tried searching for llama, so if you do that, oh no, it exists. Woolly, sure-footed, your next tool for the single-page application development. So there is a llama package there. Let's try some random words on top of my head. Let's do cars. Oh no, a CLI which shows you the name of the car, so that works. Let's do something like running. Let's see. Check if a process is running. There is an NPM package for that. Let's do modal. Modal is surely gonna exist. Modal exists, yeah. Let's try something how to. I'm just guessing. Offline wiki for programming guides. Oh, that actually seems useful. As you can see, there is an NPM package for everything. I'm going to leave this link in the description so you can play with it yourself. This video will walk you through how you can create and publish your own NPM package. So what will we build? The focus of this video is not to build a badass NPM package, but instead teach you how you can build and publish any NPM package. The build and publish cycle is nearly the same for any other package. Once you understand how it is done for something as simple as what we will be building today, you're good to go. In this video, we will be building a random number generator. But as I mentioned, once you know how to create and publish one package, you can create and publish anything. So let's get started. All you need to build and then publish an NPM package is the NPM command line tool, which also goes by the name of NPM. As soon as you install Node.js, NPM will immediately get installed with it. So, if you don't already have Node installed, you can visit nodejs.org and install the current version. To start creating the package, you can create an empty folder on your desktop. I'll call it JS Mastery RNG. RNG stands for Random Number Generator. You'll need to call yours differently because all package names must be unique. Okay, so we have it on our desktop, and then we're going to open Visual Studio Code. Once you have your Visual Studio Code open, you can simply drag and drop your folder right inside of there. Once that is done, you can press Ctrl backtick to open the terminal, but you can also open it by going up and then going to View and then Terminal. That's going to show us that we have our terminal opened right here. Inside of there, we can start typing some commands. But first, let's see if our NPM is properly installed. You can check that out by saying npm-v. If you do that, for me, I get 6.14.5. You should be getting something different, but if you get absolutely any kind of numbers, that's good. Now, what we're going to do is run npm init-y. That's going to initialize a package.json file for us. There we go. Package.json is the single and most important file as far as creating and publishing an NPM package is concerned. Without it, you won't be able to publish whatever you create to the NPM registry. I'm going to pull this down a bit so we can see what's happening. I'm going to pull this down a bit so we can see what's happening. And there we go. This is our package.json. Note the main field in the package.json file. It refers to the name of the file that would be loaded when your package is required by another application. By default, it points to index.js. So let's create it. We're going to create an index.js file. Okay, now we can get back to the package.json. In here, you can change the name, description, and all other things regarding your project. So let's do that right now. I'm going to change the description to random number generator. And I'm going to switch the author from Julian to JSM, JavaScript Mastery. And one thing we have to add if we want to use the new import and export syntax is type equal to module. This is going to allow us to use imports and exports and not the required syntax you typically use in Node. For this to work, you need to have the version of Node higher than 14. So if you don't have it, feel free to download it. We are done with package.json. Let's start creating our NPM package. For that, we can go into index.js and start adding the code. The project to be created is a very simple one. In fact, all the project code will be composed in a single file. Feel free to create something more complex. We can do something like this: const random number generator, and that is going to be equal to an arrow function. That arrow function is going to accept two parameters. It's going to accept the min and also max. Minimum and maximum are numbers that are bounced to our random number. So if we have something like 5 and 100, then the random number must be in bounds from 5 or 6 all the way to 99. Same case if we have something like from 5 and 10. In that case, random numbers can only be 6, 7, 8, and 9. That is it. We have the bounds for our random number. By default, using the default parameters, we can set this to 0 and then to 100. If the user doesn't specify the bounds himself, we're going to set this to 0 and 100. And then what is this function going to return? Well, it is going to return. We have to call the Math.round. So what do we round? We round Math.random. We call it. This is going to generate a random number. We multiply it by max minus min, and then we increment the min. Don't ask me, this is just the math behind and the logic behind generating a random number in the bounds. So we are creating a random number, we are multiplying it by max minus min, and then we are incrementing min. I'm going to paste this in the description in case you miss a parenthesis or something. The point of this video is not the logic behind this specific package, it is how to create and publish your own NPM package. So now let's test it out. I'm going to call the random number generator function, and let's start with something like 5 and 95, something like that. Now, of course, we have to console log the output of that. So I'm going to say console.log and wrap it. Now, we don't have to call this in Chrome console. We can immediately save it and just say node index.js. This is going to run our file. As you can see, we get 67. If we call the same function one more time, we get 24, 29, 90, 95. So it is definitely changing. Let's try with 5 and 10. In that case, it must be from 5 to 10. And we get 7, 8, 10, 7, 5, 5, 6. As you can see, it is in the bounds and it is random. So our package is doing its thing. So what do we have to do with it now? Well, we don't have to call it. We simply have to do export default random number generator. We have to export the function we've just created. Now, if you notice this export default at the bottom of the file, whatever you're exporting here is what would be available for importing when others install the package. And that is it when it comes to creating a package. Now we're moving to publishing the package. To publish the package, we're going to use this terminal we have opened, and I'm going to expand it a bit. To publish the package, you need to create an account in the NPM registry. You can do that right here. It is npmjs.com/signup. The link is going to be in the description as well. You need to pass in your username, email address, and the password, and that's it. Your account is going to be created. I think you also need to validate your email once it comes, just so they let you publish your package. After creating an account, go back to the command line and authenticate yourself with the command npm login. As you can see, you're prompted to provide your details. So let's provide our username and let's provide our password. And we also have to provide our email. And that is it. If you successfully created the account and used the same credentials, you should get the message logged in as, and then your username here. To test that the login was successful, enter the command npm who am I. This is going to tell you that you're logged in, or if you're not logged in, as you can see, it gives me my username. That is great. If this wasn't successful for you, make sure to create the account properly, validate the email, and then make sure that you enter correct credentials like the username and the password. Great. The last thing that we have to do before publishing a package is adding a readme.md file. So right here in the root of our folder, we're going to create a new file, and the name is going to be readme.md. In this README file, we can use the special markdown syntax, and let's do something like this. Double hash sign or pound sign, and then let's say, what is this? Inside of there, you can say a random number generator, as simple as that. Then you can do another double hash sign. In there, say installation. So in here, we want to give the guide how users can create and use your package. In here, you can say run, and then use the backticks to say npm I, and then how do we call it? Well, the name is the same as this name here in the package JSON. So I'm gonna copy mine and paste there. This needs to be unique. So that is how we run it. And then how do we actually use it? So we can say use, and then you can use triple backtick like this and close the triple backtick. In here, we can put our block of code. So how are we gonna use it? Well, what we have to do is say import RNG from, and then we import it from the name of the package. That's it. You know, for example, when you use Axios, you say import Axios from Axios. In this case, we're importing our function from JS Mastery RNG. And then you have to call it RNG and pass in the parameters, for example, 5 and 10. The last thing that we can do is add 2 more hash signs and say parameters. In here, we can say the random number generator accepts 2 parameters, min and max values. By default, min is set to 0 and max is set to 100. That's it, just so the users know that they don't even have to pass these parameters. And that is it. This is our readme.md file, a documentation for our small package. Now let's save it, and finally, using the terminal, let's publish our package. Here is just a friendly reminder before you try publishing your package. You may not be able to publish the package if someone else already has a package with the same name in the registry. In that case, you can simply change the name of the package to something unique to make it publishable. You can do that right here. And the second thing is that your email must be validated. So after you created your NPM account, you need to validate your email by going there and then clicking the link that they sent you. With that said, to actually publish your package, it is as simple as entering the npm publish command. That is it, 2 words, npm publish. You can click enter, and after the publish is done without any errors, you can visit your account in the npm registry to see the package. As you can see, it is successfully published, version 1.0.0 JS Mastery RNG. Now let's visit our NPM page. If you visit NPM and if you're already logged in, this is how it should look like. On the top right corner, you should have your profile. So you can click that, and now we can click profile. As you can see, we have no packages right now, but if you wait a moment or maybe a minute, it should appear right here. And there we go. For me, it appeared. If I click on it, we should get to the package page. And as you can see, there we go. We have our README. What is this? A random number generator. We install it using npm I, JS Mastery RNG, and then we can use it like so. And that is it. Your first NPM package is now live and published. But now, let's make sure that everyone can actually download and use your code. For that, let's do some proper testing. We're going to go back on desktop and we're going to create a new folder. In this case, let's do something like test. With this test folder, we're going to do the same thing we did before. Take it and drag and drop it in your Visual Studio Code. After you do that, you're gonna have this test right there. Let's open our terminal, and then in here, you can run npm init-y. This is going to run our package.json. Now let's see, how can we install this? Well, you just have to copy this, npm I, JS Mastery, RNG. Let's do that. And we just typed it in. It is installed in a second because it's not a heavy package. And let's check it out. If you go to package.json, you can see in here we have our main, but we have dependencies, JS mastery, RNG. And just so we can use that import syntax, let's add that type, which is going to be equal to module. With that, we can create a new file. Let's call it something like test.js. And then in here, oh, how can we use our package? Let's go here to this well-documented package and see that. We installed it, that's good. And we can use it like this. So I'm gonna copy this, paste it here, import RNG from JS Mastery RNG, and what we wanna do is simply console log it. To make sure that it works, let's try to run this file, node test.js. As you can see, we get 7, 9, 7, 6, 7. It is random. That is great. So the point of this is you can see there is no code for actually making this random number. We install the package that does that for us. And more specifically, we install the package that we've built and publish to the NPM registry. That is amazing. Now you know how all of these packages you've been installing work. Somebody built them, exported them, and then they appear in node modules. As you can see, if we look into node modules, this is where our actual project lies. This is it. This is the code for the project, but we don't care about that. Nobody looks into node modules. We simply have our code imported and then ran. That is it. By the way, if you want to completely master JavaScript and start killing it with all other frameworks and libraries, I have good news for you. Just a few days ago, I released the complete Path to JavaScript Mastery course. The premise of the course is to teach you in-depth JavaScript like you haven't seen before. Starting now, there is a limited time discount code. The only thing you have to do is click the link in the description, go to the checkout, and apply the code. And the code is JSM_YT_squad. If you enter that code, you're going to get $50 off of this comprehensive JavaScript course. Thank you so much for watching. See you inside of the course or on the next JavaScript Mastery video. Have an amazing day.